Nikki Games' Love Nikki Dress Up Queen no longer works on my phone, no matter what I do. So I decided to just let it go and give it a quick review for anyone who might be interested in this type of game. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of glad it happened. As addicting as it was, it really got on my nerves. My apologies to my in-game association for abandoning them though. Love Nikki is a real-time, freemium dress-up mobile game. In it, you compete with other characters and players as a stylist named Nikki. She inexplicably plops into Mirrorland by way of majestic sorcery with her sentient cat Mimo to go on styling quests with friends they meet along the way. For how simple the premise is, the plot doesn't really make sense. To be fair, I haven't played the full game before the patches and updates I was able to get to, but I got 8 chapters in without any insight as to why Nikki in particular was chosen to go on these missions, where she came from, and what her life was like before even coming here. There really isn't any coherency pertaining to the political issues of the nation she's trekking. The game does this clever sort of thing though, where you can learn bits and pieces of Nikki's past and character through certain clothing items. I also like that Momo and this one girl whose name I forgot, sorry, constantly break the fourth wall to admit how ridiculous all of this is. Still, try not to make sense of the story and just enjoy the cute clothes and characters. There's also side quests that you can do that branch off from the main routes, but I wish there were more of them. As for the gameplay itself, you can mix and match clothing items, accessories, and makeup according to a particular theme or attributes assigned to you by characters in the case of the story, or the Stylist Association missions should you be successful in joining an association. And if you go to the style arena or the styling contest, you'll also be given themes that are more flexible in what kind of aesthetic you could aim for. You also have 2 difficulties, Maiden and Princess. In Maiden, Momo gives you suggestions that can guarantee you excellent scores. In Princess, everything is the same except for the rewards you get, and you don't get so much as a hint. That being said, you are able to use the same outfits you used in Maiden, which makes it really easy to cheat your way to victory. There are nevertheless times when you won't be able to get away with certain outfits, which I think is pretty nonsensical, all things considered. The scoring system is one of the biggest aspects that frustrates me about this game. You're awarded points based on how well your outfit satisfies certain attributes, which are pure, cute, sexy, gorgeous, mature, elegant, and lively, and any combination of these. But if a particular theme is attached to it, then it oftentimes doesn't matter which attributes your clothes match if they don't suit the overall theme. This is the part that bugs me, because it's not always consistent. I could have an outfit that's specifically tailored toward a particular theme, but then my opponent could wear the exact opposite of it and still beat me, since their outfit is simply worth more in terms of the points needed. If you don't plan on spending any real money for VP privileges, expect everything to be expensive. What's more, you get so little back for how much of all these currencies you need, whether for the story itself, the other free play modes mentioned above, or the association stores. The achievements available are generally pretty easy to obtain, but they can also be pretty spaced out and don't always give you the return you need. This brings me to the suits and events. You can complete suits, whether for story purposes or just for fun, by acquiring, crafting, which is putting together a certain number of items and using materials, or evolving certain pieces, which is getting more of one particular item, these are by far the most annoying part of the game, since you can lose items needed in other missions, or rewards conveniently become more sparse, forcing you to go into grind and wait mode, since you have stamina to deal with as well, over a span of a few weeks. Events don't last nearly as long as they should. And for a time, the developers were constantly bombarding us with new suits, some automatically or easily attainable, and others via missions, and roulettes, in which you pay in-game currency to spin for random pieces, just when we were scrambling to complete events or deal with our already heavy plethora of incomplete outfits. The game gives you too much content in a short amount of time, and it becomes overwhelming. Did I also mention expensive? On the surface, Love Nikki seems to be the next best thing for fashionistas or the morbidly curious. But you'll probably get over it really quickly.